The ground shook, startling Jaden awake. He rolled over, not quite sure of where he was. Light extended into the cave, illuminating some of the space. Once Jaden sat up, he touched his chest with the intent of activating his spectral shroud card, even though he didn't know exactly how to summon the spell. "Awaken to the sands of a new day, dry spell," Lucas said in a deep, playful voice. "Kidding, it's just me." Jaden turned to find the Gale Caller seated in the dark next to a plate of food. There was also a full water skin next to him. "Morning," Jaden told her, not certain of when he'd actually fallen asleep. He remembered eating, but he didn't remember anything that had happened after. Luca gestured to the food. "Please, eat. Sleep any longer, and I'll reach my rite of fulfillment." "You're that close?" Jaden asked as he began eating. "I'm 24. My rite of fulfillment is next spring, right on time, as they say. A year from now, and I'll be out of a job. Since you just did the trine ceremony, that would make you 18. The ground shook again. A sudden thought came to Jaden, fear filling his heart. "Was that a rock daemon?" he whispered. If this was the case, they would need to get out of the cave into safety as quickly as possible. "A rock daemon? Ha! Hardly. That was Pebbleheart. Probably just out there stomping around like a big toughie. Finish your food, and then we will test out your spectral shroud card, unless you already tried it for the day." "I don't know how to use it," Jaden said. "We will get there, I'm certain of it. Finish eating your food first," she told him. Once he was done eating the plate of dried cactus and nuts, Jaden summoned the card again. For some reason, this made Luca laugh. "What?" he asked, a natural smile forming on his face. "You don't need to have the card out to use it. Let me try to break it down again. When you perform your madras, there is a hand gesture associated with the power, right? It's like that, but instead of performing a gesture, you're simply invoking the power. I'd show you myself, but I don't have any cards at the moment. They're not easy to come by, and I lost the 2 I had to Pebbleheart." Her smile thinned. "We have a friendly rivalry, or at the very least, a rivalry." "I see." Jaden had yet to meet the stone shaper named Rhodes, the one that she called Pebbleheart. Was he really that bad? Once again, the ground shook, dust falling from the ceiling. "Back to the arcane cards. Look at us jumping from conversation to conversation. Focus, you," Lucas said in a funny voice. "To use your power, just invoke it. That's all I'm trying to say. The card is already active within you. Sorry it took me so long to get there. I'm a little scatterbrained this morning." Jaden stood. "Sure, that works, standing or sitting. This is the easy part." "What's the hard part?" he asked. "Stringing everything together. Power management, once you start understanding your ranking and how it compares to others. Combat, things like that. Check your status." Jaden accessed his status. In doing so, he noticed that his dragon essence reserves had refilled slightly.